a big fight for you. I wonder if it's a little bit heartbreaking at all, being booked on the same card as the title fight that I know you wanted to be in. Is it's a little frustrating at all to have to see that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely frustrating. Yesterday, someone's like, "Oh, did you see something on the embedded?" I was like, "No, I watched the first one and I'm done watching it." It's super annoying, but it's probably better. It's definitely more motivation seeing it in your face and knowing the last time I fell short, and that's the opportunity I missed. So seeing it there, especially during fight week when you're preparing, doing the last finishing touches on everything, it's motivating for sure. So I think in the end it'll be a good thing.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. Was there any small part of you that, I know you probably wouldn't wish bad things on someone else, but was there any part of you as you were prepping and thinking, boy, I sure hope I hear about an injury or something?
I mean, I think for us as fighters now, you always have to be ready for that. So, I mean, I definitely don't wish it, because I just kind of figure, when it's my time, it'll be my time. And, the injuries definitely suck. So I definitely don't wish it on anyone. But if something were to happen, I was definitely ready.
Yeah. What if something happens between now and Saturday? Still ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm here to fight, no matter who it is.
I dig it. What do you think about the title fight? I mean, obviously Valentina's a huge favorite. I mean, do you think this is more competitive than people are looking at it, or do you feel like it's a guaranteed Valentina win as much as you have guarantees in this?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's not many guarantees, but I definitely think Valentina's going to win. I mean, I think that Jessica thinks she's going to dominate her with the wrestling and grappling, but I mean, Valentina has wrestling. No one takes Joanna down, and she took her down, a lot of times. So I just don't really see stylistically where Jessica would have the advantage anywhere. But I mean, she's tough, and she'll definitely be down to fight.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's talk about your matchup.
Yeah.
A big name, somebody that's been around for a while. When they came to you with this fight, what were your initial thoughts?
I was excited when I was at her last fight, and I was like, oh, I'll probably fight her next, when I was watching. And, I was waiting, trying to get a fight, and I didn't hear anything. And it just kind of worked out with timing. I kind of I feel like I'll fight Joanna next. I kind of get a feeling, but I was just trying to get anyone at that point. So, yeah, when it worked out, I'm excited. Yeah.
What do you think about her stylistically?
She's okay. I think she's been around for a while. I don't really see that she's evolved or changed or much. I think she thinks that she changed a lot, but I think maybe her level of opponents just went down. So, I think she's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hasn't been. I was gonna say she hasn't been incredibly complimentary of you either. Have you heard some of her comments, and what do you make of it?
I've heard other people say, she's saying this, she's saying this. I try not to look at it. I mean, I don't. I think with smack talking, if you're not good at it, don't do it, because it just comes off very corny, and I think that's her issue right now. It's just kind of corny to me.
Fair enough. It's weird. You guys are the first fight of the night, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, this card is loaded. This is one of the most stacked cards I've ever seen. But when you found that out, was there any part of you that was like, what?
Not really. I kind of thought, and then there's 5 girl fights, which is insane. When I wanted to get to fight around here, and I saw, I'm like, well, 3 girl fights were already booked, so I probably won't be on there. And then there was mine, and then they booked another one. I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. So with 5, I mean, it's all spread. They have to spread it out, and I don't really care. I don't get paid any different if I'm there or then, so I might as well just get it over with, and then I can relax and then watch my teammate Marlon fight at the end. So.
No
Give
doubt.
my coach a break.
No doubt. It's interesting because, I mean, this could still be another #1 contender fight. I mean, do you feel like those kind of stakes are in play here?
Yeah, I think that, it's pretty clear for us that it's #1 contender. I'm ranked #2, and she's kind of coming up. No other fight really makes sense to be #1 contender. So I think that, both of us and, everyone else thinks that that's what it is.
So with that in mind, I mean, do you feel like I got to go in and make a statement? I mean, is it just a win gets me what I need, or do you feel like there are enough other names involved that you got to do something memorable or special?
I think you always have to do that. I mean, you see people win fights and then get cut, and then you see that all the time, or you see people get promised that they're going to get a title fight and then they don't. So that's always an issue, whether it's trying to get the next title fight or just trying to stay in the UFC. So. Just stick to my game plan. The winning's the most important thing, because if you go out, make a statement, do really good, but you lose, you're not getting it. So you gotta stick to your game plan and be disciplined and just get the win, because that's the most important thing. Yeah, no question. Well, like you said, you were really close, and it's motivating seeing it. So I mean, when you play this one out in your head, how do you think you get this done on Saturday? I definitely see myself finishing her. I kind of replayed it in my head a little bit. Sometimes striking, sometimes on the ground, but I'm better than her at striking, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. So I'm definitely going to get a finish somewhere.